Okay, again. This time I hope there's no malfunction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tech Chess. Crystal! Yo, what's good, my bro? I see you in the chat. Thank you for joining the stream, my G. This is Steve Nyanumba. Back again with Tech Chess. And this time, I hope power does not go out. Oh my goodness. Like, the worst of the worst things happen when I have like a very good topic for today. This camera, man. This camera needs a better angle. Yeah, much better actually. It's actually much better, yeah. Maybe a little bit of a zoom right there. Right there. Great. Yeah, I understand I've not been very consistent with my production, but there's a very good reason for that. I've been working tirelessly to, get back into good form for recording and editing and doing all that stuff. So I've been trying to procure all the right software to enable me to do that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, and we're going to continue that inventory app that I started two epic sessions ago. I've impacted, I think, a total of 20 hours on this, and it's already gone. It's taken off, like it's literally taken off. You have no idea, man. But yeah, let's actually have a look at what it's going to be entailing. Okay, so we can see here, this is the code. Let me just switch up. So I've actually been monitoring the stream to just check it out, like if things are okay. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, things must be quite better than they were before. Let me just put this phone in charge, man. We're having a power flux issue, and I don't understand it. Like at this rate, I might just get like 4 UPSs. Yeah, one for the router, the main router, one for this router that's in this room, and then one for the TV. Like, that's it. And then what else? Like, I think that's all I'll be doing. Like, get 4 UPSs ultimately, so that you don't have those, corruptible power issues. I hate it. I hate it when, like, you're in the middle of something, it's good, and then, power cuts off. Anyway, so we're in the section for products, actually. We've already done product categories, measurement units, suppliers, customers, and we've done this dashboard. Just a bit of it, I guess. So let's say we come in here into the product section, we view the products list, right? So this is generally how I've crafted the products list, and this is something I did today before the stream started. So I've deleted the previous stream already. I was just showcasing how to go about like product categories, measurement units, and all that stuff. All these things are working if I want to create new measurement units. So I was talking about how like the measurement units are very vital in quantifying the, like literally all that we have in terms of products and all that stuff. Like if I wanted to get, let's say for example, total amount of, total mass of a certain, product, right? And then amount that the mass of products in maybe say a category or something like that. I don't know how useful it will be or where it will be useful, but we will see. So we have kilograms, We have the unit type is mass. So unit types is also another something I have in the table. Unit types exist in either mass or volume or in quantifiable pieces, right? Like countable pieces, sorry. So countable pieces, they could be like single piece, they could be pairs, they could be in quads. I don't know, like I don't know how we measure this, how we are going to call them by the names, but then you see they're very vital in like stating what kind of what metric are we using to measure this particular product in its amount. Then I said that units themselves will exist, like say for example we have a kilogram, the unit type is mass where the default is the gram, and then we have to state the equivalent to the default. So this is the rate to the default, where we say how many of this amounts to this. Then I come and say, okay, 0.01 kilograms is equal to 1 gram. If I want to create that, I have to come in here, enter the title of the measurement unit. In this situation, I'm going to come in here and say maybe, I'll come in here and put, let's talk about milligrams, right? The symbol is mg. Okay, because we're supposed to put it in singular, and then we need to put the unit type, it's mass, and then the rate to default. So how many milligrams make a gram? And then we come in here and say 1000 and save, and that's it. So you see the unit type ID field is required. This is the error I ran into. So over here we need to come in here and do unit.unit type. This is what I was actually dealing with before the stream so rudely interrupted itself. So I'm saving that, and then I'm starting again. So milligram, the symbol is mg. The unit type, are we going to select the mass? Then we're going to say rate to default, how much of the unit makes the default. 1000. Okay, so we have a milligram. 1000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. That's it. Like that's pretty much it. All this is being dealt quite a lot in the DB. If I want to edit this, I'll come in here and say, okay, maybe I need to do ME like that, milligram, mg, and then I save. Yeah, it will save. It's very quick, it's very steady and fast. Then we come to the product categories. We come and view product categories. Over here we have, like, say these are the lists of bedding and linens, the number of products that are under that category. Bathroom essentials, room service supplies, conference room equipment, hotel furniture, guest amenities. This, you can quickly tell this is like in a hotel setting. And then we have the number of products over here that are 10. Then we have actions. Then we have a new product category. We'll say enter the name of the product category. Let's say, for example, I'm going to come in here and say IT supplies. I.T.then supplies. I'm going to save this, and of course the button doesn't work. So this is the one I was working on, like on current time. So product categories, create, and as you can see, this wire model save needs to have a corresponding save function inside there. First, we have product category title, that's okay. Product category title and error, that's okay. So we just need to come in here into app, HTTP, livewire, product categories, create, and see what's going on over here. So you can see product category title is required, everything is good. Everything is good till here. Then return redirect route, admin product categories index, and that will be fine. Now coming back to this, you tend to wonder like what's going on, right? So I'm going to check the network, see what's happening. I'm also going to check the live wire. As you can see, title is there. So this save should be working. So here I set wire model instead of wire click. So that's the problem. So now I'm going to enter the name of the product category. This time I'm going to do it as this, IT supplies. And then I'm going to save and everything runs smoothly. So you can see in the bottom, IT supplies, 0 products whatsoever. If I want to edit this, I can come in here and edit IT supplies, maybe say tech supplies, yeah, tech supplies. I don't know why I hit that. So I'm going to hit save, but then it's supposed to work, but it's not. The reason why is because I did a copy and paste from create to edit. So if I did the same mistake there, so then it's supposed to really pretty much just do the same thing. So tech supplies and then save. So instead of IT, it's tech, which is good. So all this is just basic CRUD that I want to finish up. I've seen a lot of defects that I've come across. Like, let's say for example, let's try and create a new customer, and then we say the customer's name is Steve Nyanumba. Customer's email, reach at stevenyanumba.com. Customer's phone number, okay, let me stretch it out a bit. And then customer's company name, Vapor Technologies, Southern Boulevard, 148, and pin and save. So you can see this is it. It's done. Yeah, it's done. Beautiful. So this will definitely be used in the address when we're crafting out the, the invoices and the quotations and all that stuff, right? Okay, and if so, even suppliers works. So now I'm on the product side of things. We are viewing products. So this generally is what I've been doing today. I did this today alone. So it takes the total value of all the products in the DB. And this was a bit of a it wasn't challenging per se, but it required a lot of logical overview of everything. Like, say for example, you can't, when you're doing pagination, you can't iterate over the pagination to get this digit. You have to do a separate reiteration. So generally, if we're looking at that iteration with one for each loop, then the what's this? I'm looking for the word. Something and what's this big O of n squared or something like that. I'm trying to remember what those things were called. I think there was something to do with space, and then there was something to do with there was space, and then there was I'm trying to remember these things, man. Algorithms. Can I remember this? There's another term I'm looking for. What's this thing about big O? Big theta and big O. Big O notation. What was big O notation in data structures? Space and time complexity. So this time complexity would be big O of n squared, like the first one, with one for each loop. So it will be big O of 2n squared, like pretty much just double the time. Right? Can I remember that? I can't remember. Of one for loop. Since we assume the statements are O of 1, the total time for the loop is n by O of 1, which is O of n. So O of 2n, big O of 2n is the time, is is the time complexity of this entire page right here. And then of course with pagination, you know, it just doesn't lessen that much. As you can see, there's no refresh. This is the power of Livewire, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, no refresh whatsoever. It's beautiful. It's wonderful, right? I can skim through all this, and then in each page I can get the total of what each page contains. If you don't believe me, just take a calculator, calculate here, for example, right? 50, like, let's do this, let's do it, let's actually do it. Yeah, so I'm going to take 5590 plus 18300 plus 2520 plus 9010 plus 17700. Boom, you can see that. Now if we add all of these, there's 71120, all these pages, from all these 20 pages, you add all those totals, you'll get this. But I took the simpler approach. I just calculated, like, you know, I just took everything. The unit price of everything, total units of everything, multiplied, just added all the total values and got this. And that's how we live. And if we want to also reconcile this with what's on the dashboard, you can just have a look at the dashboard, and you can see this is the same figure. So, and then you see total number of customers has changed, total number of products still the same. I mean, it's quite a simple application to actually go about. I want to do something interesting actually. I want to create 1,000 products, like product items, and then see for each category how many we have. So I'm going to go to the database, not migrations, but seeders. And then I've come to the brand seeders. So I'm creating a new table over here, brands. Okay, I've already changed the timestamp over here so that it can come before product categories and product descriptions. I want to come in here into the product descriptions and actually add that field. So table, since I'm still in the developer side of things, and I've not like deployed this anywhere, I don't really need to worry about why it is that I'm editing these, these database tables live. But when this stuff is live, then you have to edit it using a new migration instead of editing on the same migration. So I'm going to come in here and just do, actually I can just do foreign ID and then do brand ID. Like that. And then, so because it's on descriptions, it has to be on descriptions. Because if it's on items, you see now I have to declare, like, it means that one item of the same product description can have different brands. That doesn't make any sense. So I'd rather just put the brands on the product descriptions and then the product category and the unit. And then that's it. And then the quantity. So quantity multiplies by the unit, like in terms of like, if this is in kgs, then quantity will be in kgs, right? And I've done something also in the env, in my env, that allows me to do currency. So I've enabled currency down here. So default currency is Kenyan shillings, default currency symbol is KES. But I could do a database table for currencies so that we can also change currencies at will. And that's something I'm probably planning to do. So this is where we have gotten. This is where we've gotten at. So we've declared the brands, right? We've not created like UI for it. We only have the pages. All we just need to do is now declare them in the routes, the pages in the routes. So I'll come in here and just do, maybe just copy this, right? And then instead of that, so I'll come into customers. So this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll come in here and do brand, preserve case, and then I'll press this 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. yeah, so we have it set. That's how we declare routes. Very quick, very simple. We're done with that. Now we can just decide to declare the routes on UI now, on UI level. And for that, I can just come here, look for my navigation bar on my navigation menu. I think this is it. And no, this is not it. This is the navigation menu. Should be in app. After app, I have sidebar navigation, which is a component. Then over here, I can come in and say, okay, because we have units, I think it's in inventory management. So I'll have units and then I'll have brands. So I'll just come and copy that here. So measurement units, instead of measurement units here, I'll come and do brands. I'll come in here and do replace with brands. So I'll come in 1, 2, and then collapse brands, collapse brands, collapse brands, brands, brands. Ah yeah, now we're ready. So you see this part for view measurement brands. I'll say view brands, new brand. And yeah, if I go back to the app, I have brands here, right? Now I just need to change the icon, and the icon is situated here, right? So balance scale. So it's a font awesome icon, and it's a font awesome 5. So FA5. I'll just type FA5 and I'll be given font awesome right there. So okay, we need to go for food break. So brands, FA brands. So we're just going to open brands, right? And then we're going to, let's see, let's actually do free, and then C. Yeah, I think I'll do the copyright, and that will be okay, right? So FAW, where you FS, FAW, FA copyright, and that's it. So now we'll come back here. This will change to copyright, which is fine. And that's it. That's pretty much like literally what we're going to be doing here. So now I need to seed this data for the brands before I go for now that break of eating. So brands seeder. So I'm going to come in here and do a for each, right? This for each will have no, I won't do a for each. It's a for loop actually. For I0, I want to create 25 different brands, and I++, and to do brand is equal to new brand. And then I'm going to do brand title. Brand title or brand name? Should have been brand name. So let's just look at brands table. So it's not title, but it's name. You need to do brand name, and then I'm going to come in here and do brand name is equal to. So now I just need to generate something from the factory, right? So I just need to do faker is equal to factory, which is coming from the faker class, create. And that's how we do that. So faker brand let's do last name, right? Let's do name. Do we have any brand names or street names? Street name. Let's do street name. then brand save, because the name of sorry, the logo path is nullable. So yeah, I think this is good. We're good. We're sorted. All right, so I think we're good. 25 brands with street names as the, or do we randomize? I don't know. I honestly do not know. I don't even know how to randomize between two different values. Choose this or this. Anyway, save this and we move. Let's actually do 30 brands. So once we do that, we're going to go to the database seeder, right? I'm going to put this after. I'm going to put this after unit seeder. Call it brand seeder. And then what I'll do, I'll come to the product descriptions, right? And because we were doing so this was the entire script I wrote for that seeding. So categories equal product category all for each categories as categories. So it's taking the categories and then it creates this. So title, then we'll have to come to brand ID, right? And this category ID is coming in from here, categories as category. Okay. So over here, I'm going to do a random. So it's between the first integer, which is 1, and then the count of brands all. I got. I need to make this also fillable. So I need to go to the product description model, and instead of unit ID as well, I'll just do brand ID. So unit ID, brand ID, title, description, price, product, and all these things. So now that they're totally, like, it's totally incorporated, I can actually just decide to, refresh the table and seed all the data that is required. So let's see what happens here. Product items. So I think brands was done. Yeah, brands was done. Now product items. And boom, I think we've completely incorporated brands now. So if I came in here, went to, okay, we'll have to log in again, definitely. So if I came in here, you can see the products, the total inventory has increased actually by like say 100 and something thousand, because these are new products completely. Actually, in fact, I want to create a better value. Hypothetically speaking, I want to get to maybe even 3 million, I guess. So let me see what I can do about that. So I want to go to my product description seeder, and so over here, this one is food beverages, price between 10 and maybe say, oh, okay, I think this is fine because it's a times 10. So I'll do random. Yeah, I'll do between 1 and 200. No, toiletries 1 and 2, 1 and 60. Let's do that. Then over here we'll do 1 and 80, 10 and 80, 50 and 200. It's fine. Okay, and then I don't want 10. You see, this means that there are going to be 10 items for each category. So like 10 descriptions. So for 1 till 10, so I don't want 10 for each category. I'll just say random. Oh, I didn't know I could do this, by the way. I could actually randomize so that every time it revisits the loop, it's a different integer. So I'm going to do a random between 10 and 60. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's see what happens. If it breaks, it breaks. If it works, I am the real G. So I could randomize the number that it goes back to in the loop. So this product items header is going to run forever. Boom. All right, so that's done. And if I come in here and see what we have, I'm going to refresh, log in, and boom, we have 2.7, which is perfect, which is actually a perfect number. We have 180. That's an unusual number. That's what I wanted. That's what I was aiming for. So now if we go to the products and then we do the products list, we can be able to see that we have 55 units here, 47, 47, 54, 45. Like, it's just very random. Then we go to the product categories. This is what I was aiming for. So you can see 13, 21, 15, 17, 13, 25, 28, 21, 14, 14. Like, it's just very random numbers, right, of seeded data, which is good. So that makes it a little bit more realistic. If I come in here and to view the products list, right, and I see laundry bag as a title, for example, and then you can see number of units here, 55. Laundry bag for your comfort and convenience during your stay, and this is a different. So the way you know that this is a different unit is all these are supposed to be unique, right? You're supposed to have a unique value for your title, your description, and your unit size. Okay, this as a whole is supposed to be completely unique. Okay, this again is also supposed to be completely unique. So there's a price for this one, there's a price for this one, right? So now I know that this one has 55 units. So 55 units and the unit price is 380. I have this as my total value. So in my page over here, if I add all these up, I'm going to get my 75 for 30 and so forth. Like, that's how I'm dealing with, you know. Okay, internet is just a really big letdown. Look at that. Okay, please don't lose connection again. Don't lose connection again. When we come back from the break, ladies and gentlemen, we will be tackling creating new products in the system, and then you know, attempting to do purchases and sales in order to track these products in the database. We'll have opening stock, you know, things like that. Like, we'll have to, like, the moment this system is opened for use, we have to have like the opening piece. So I'll come and create another link over here. After doing the create new product, I'll create another link and say, okay, opening stock, our opening stock. When the system was opened, right, how many products did we have in the store, right? That is of. Okay. And we shall be back shortly.